It's funny. It's a funny thing, man, because around that time, I got my mind made up was a hot thing. Yeah, I mean, it was number one on the Billboard charts, I think 4 weeks, maybe 3 or 4 weeks. And heck, man, like a week on the freaking top of the R&B chart is a big thing. But 3 and 4 weeks, of course, there's other groups that have been on there like longer, man. But just to be number one, but anyway, what my point is that Rick was going out with his tour, and sure, what they do is they look at the charts and see what acts are big, because they want you to come out with them, so that people want to come and see you because you got the number one freaking record, and they want as many people to come to their show. So that's why they have all these acts.
And you guys weren't going away because you were on the chart.
Yeah.
Took a couple weeks pause and came right back on the chart.
Yeah. So anyway, we got on this tour. We were the opening act and Prince was the supporting act, and of course Rick James, man. He had this elaborate $1 million stage set up. I mean, it was nice, and the Stone City Band, man, them guys was killers, But Rick had this thing about him, man. I don't talk bad about people, and I'm sure other people, you guys done heard a whole lot of horror stories about Rick. The only thing that I can say, is that they're all true. That's all I'm gonna say.
Believe the rumor mill.
Believe it, Jack. Make a long story short, man. We on this tour, a 3-day tour. I think it was Houston, Texas, Dallas, and another city in there. Well, whatever. On the first day of the tour, man, we pull up to the stadium. We go inside our tour bus and everything. And when we get there, Prince's bus is there and some of his crew is there, whatever, like we get out and we exchange like the niceties and stuff, because this was Prince's first album.
Right.
That I Want to Be Your Lover.
Way before Purple Rain.
Before Purple Rain and all that stuff. But anyway, we go through that, and fast forward, we're doing the sound check. Rick, like I said, Rick got his $1 million stage set up, because back in them days, the headlining acts set their stuff up, and then the supporting act was in front of them, and then the opening act was in front of them. And whatever room you had is what you had.
2x4.
Yeah, So sound check comes, and we had about maybe 5 feet of space from the end of where Prince's setup was to the end of the stage. So now, mind you, we have to set up equipment and microphones, and then have enough room to stand there and do the show. So, but it really didn't matter to us, because we were humble. We always were humble, and back then and still now. It wasn't about this ego about the state and all, because
no divas.
No, it wasn't no freaking divas, man. Because we enjoyed everybody's talent, and we supported them. Like we didn't get all that back, but that's how we were.
Your main crime was to perform. For the people.
Yeah, man. And
check the ego at the door and let's hit the road.
Yes. And so, we up there and everything, and Prince comes on the side of the stage, and I guess he looked out and saw, the space that we had, and he came up to me and said, Kym, listen, man, you guys don't have enough space, man. You guys can use my like risers. Like the risers were the things that the drums were sitting on, and the different things, they were called like risers.
Right.
Which would give us another 5-6 feet. You know, so thanks, man, cool, because Prince was cool like that, you know. And so anyway, you know, the night of the show, you know, we do our thing, you know, and because like I said, I got my mind made up was hot, you know. So we do our thing, you know, crowd was going freaking crazy, you know. Then Prince came on, did his thing, man, crowd crazier.
Right.
Then when Rick James came on, like I said, Stone City Band was killing, man. Stone City Band.
The band.
The band. I want to make that clear.
Not the man,
not
the
the
band.
Man, but the band was a killer, you know. And so, you know, everything was fine. Well, at least we thought everything was fine. So that night, the show was nice.